there's a song called Stormy Monday Blues by a guy called Little Joe Cook, which happened to be Chris Farlow. And it's one of the first fabulous blues solos by a white guy. I thought, I lived with that record for so long. And I eventually got to spend a lot of time with Albert in the Rhythm Kings, because I was in the Rhythm Kings for about 23 years. And I used to tell him about that solo, and I also told him that Eric wasn't particularly fond of it. He thought it was a bit too jazzy.
Love it.
It was so exciting. There were so many gigs and not enough bands to play. There's one kind of itinerary for June or July for Amen Corner. There was one day off. And in that period, we're playing Wednesday night is our residency at the Speakeasy, which starts at 12 o'clock. Tuesday night was Blazes. Fridays was Tiles. That was an early evening gig, but the other ones were late night clubs, and we were playing them. And you had the Bag of Nails as well, Hatchets, Sibylla's. I saw Ike and Tina in Hatchets in a small club. Saw the Ike and Tina Turner review. I mean, I can't believe how fantastic that was. Great musicians, and we as a pop band, we could play Midnight Hour. We could play dun 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 dun. Oh, wait, we couldn't play anything else. You couldn't play a solo on it, but you could play the song. That was the joy of music then, through Jimmy Reed, Chuck Berry. They gave you the key. They gave all of us the key to be able to stand up and play with enthusiasm.
I'm trying to actually relate that to kids or music fans today, saying, we used to go and do a session at start at 12:30 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. There isn't anywhere that does any of that anymore, because you'd never be given planning permission by the council to live music after 11:30 at night. So they talk about the demise of things like that. I mean, part of it is our own doing.
Clubs like that would start we'd have half-hour spots where Laurie would say, right, lads, give us half an hour. Keeping in mind our dressing room is the cloakroom, which is the width of your arms out. That's it. With the clothes in, we used to stand there and we do our first half an hour, and then we go in the cloakroom and we wait while they're all out there jollying. Fabulous club, the Speakeasy too, great food. And then he'd say, right, lads, another half hour. That's about 2 o'clock. And if there's still people in there at 3 o'clock, he'd go, right, lads, give us another 20 minutes or something.
67, you're 19 years of age. I mean, and you obviously don't realise the significance, I suppose, at the time, but you're touring with Jimi Hendrix. What was it like to experience hearing him in a live environment for the first time? What do you remember?
I'm still shocked by it. Up until then was Eric Clapton, Peter Green, Steve Cropper, big fan of Steve Cropper, and Hank Marvin. I'm a big fan of Hank Marvin. And then this guy comes along, and he is the first brick in the wall. No one had ever heard anything like it. I remember at the sound check at the Albert Hall, which was our first big tour, first straight from Cardiff, to being on a bill with the Floyd, the Move, the Nice, Heir Apparent, and Amen Corner. We had 15 or 20 minutes. That was it. But on the sound check, I'm watching this. The Wind Cries Mary. He did, Spanish Castle Magic was another one that he did. He was phenomenal.